Gentlemen and female gentlemen, don't think I forgot about the lore dive I promised you into the Marvel Universe, okay? So today we're diving into World War Hulk and Planet Hulk. I don't know anything about it. I just know that Hulk is this big, strong green fellow. And while this is not coming from a place of racism, I do not like the color of his skin. So we're about to do an incredible deep dive into this shit. People told me this gets incredibly dark and incredibly wild. So let's see what this is all about, question mark? 10,000 likes for further Marvel deep dives. Subscribe for chaos. I will consume all lore of everything that ever existed. If you like lore, you're in the right place.
From deep in space, something is approaching the Earth. Something angry looks for vengeance against those that betrayed him. From atop the stone ship, the Hulk, clad in his gladiator armor, smashes away any asteroids that come near with ease.
Wait, he leaves the spaceship to destroy asteroids as they're flying? He doesn't steer the ship? He just... Wait... Wait, so hold on, wait. He just points his ship in a direction, he lets it fly, and then every time there's something in his way, he leaves the ship and breaks it so the ship just flies through it? That's awesome. This is why we do lore dives, ladies and gentlemen, because that is fucking awesome.
Every punch he throws is fueled by his anger toward the Illuminati, a secret cabal of Earth's greatest heroes making decisions that affect the globe.
What?
This Illuminati is composed of Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, and Black Bolt.
Dude, I love alternate realities in the Marvel Universe. They're just like, every conceivable thing that could have happened, yep, this happened somewhere in Marvel. You want to consume all Marvel lore? Well, good fucking luck.
This group had come to the agreement that Hulk was too dangerous to remain on Earth and must be exiled.
All right.
Together, they tricked him into a spaceship and intended to take him to an uninhabited planet. However, the ship took him to the brutal planet of Sakaar instead, where he was enslaved and forced to fight in gladiator matches.
Wait, that's similar to what happened in the actual, That's similar to what happened in the Thor... Well, which one was it? Was that Thor Ragnarok? It was Thor Ragnarok, right? Where they had him gladiatoring, and Thor went to save him, and shit. It was a little lame. But this is so much darker. So they just... Wait, so they just steal cool snippets from the comics and put them in their own bullshit canon? Because if that's true, that is so sad. They were adapting this comic, like, slightly. Dude, this is so different. Hulk became a threat to the humans. So the Illuminati tricked him onto a spaceship and sold him into gladiatorial slavery. That is so much darker than, oopsie, I woke up here. Wow, chat, I'm getting blackpilled right now. This is why Marvel fans kept telling me to dive into the comic canon.
Eventually, the Hulk befriended the other enslaved fighters. They became the Warbound and defeated the planet's ruler, the Red King.
All right, well, that's not at all what happened in the movie, but that is so much cooler. Hulk planned the whole fucking resistance? Yes, sir.
Hulk freed all those that had been enslaved and became the planet's new king. For the time...
Oh my god, that's some Primarch shit. Dude, that's how Lionel Johnson became the first Primarch of the Space Marines, okay? Holy crap.
The Hulk found peace and love with a woman named Kyra who
Let's go! Huge Hulk W, found a woman. Everything is better now.
Was pregnant with his child. That peace was destroyed when the warp core on Hulk's shuttle exploded. Not only was Kyra and her unborn child killed by the blast, but...
What the fuck, dude? No way. Was that set up? Was that rigged by the Illuminati people to blow up at some point?
The entire capital city of Sakaar was also destroyed. Millions of innocents were murdered in the explosion. The Hulk survived the explosion and blamed the Illuminati for the tragedy. Together...
Is it actually their fault? Did they rig it to explode at some point in time? Predicting that that's when Hulk would actually manage to escape slavery? Oh my god. No, that's just what Hulk thought. He blamed them. So this is like a Hulk racked with grief. I mean, they obviously did fucking wrong him, but okay.
With this Warbound, Hulk swore vengeance against the heroes of Earth. His first stop on his war campaign was Black Bolt at the Inhuman settlement on the moon. When the Hulk arrives, Black Bolt and his queen Medusa meet him just outside the castle wall. Medusa warns him that Black Bolt has defeated the Hulk in the past and is prepared to do it again.
Black Bolt? I never even heard of this guy, and he beat the Hulk?
Undeterred by the threat, the Hulk charges at Black Bolt but is blasted back with a single whisper. Black Bolt and Medusa begin to walk back to the castle, but the Hulk isn't done yet. He tells Black Bolt that he didn't come for a whisper, he wants to hear him scream.
Holy shit, whoa, that's a crazy line.
Back
This is the Hulk at his absolute angriest, I guess.
on Earth, government officials notice that a massive explosion has occurred on the moon and Earth satellites have gone down.
Oh, God.
Tony Stark, the acting director of S.H.I.E.L.D., tries to warn the president that they have to make a move now, but is already too late. The Hulk and his forces have arrived in New York City.
Wait, he has forces? He came with an army? Oh my God,
The
what?
stone ship beams a hologram of the Hulk into Times Square. He tells the civilians that the Illuminati are to blame for the destruction he's about to
Wait,
unleash.
This is insane. This is like some Twitter shit. Oh my God, Black Bolt's whispers can shatter mountains. All right, I never even heard of Black Bolt. This guy sounds awesome. But anyway, Hulk has come to smash, baby. And he's blaming the fucking Illuminati.
All around the world, the Hulk plays a video detailing his time on Sakaar and how he lost everything. He introduces his Warbound, Kork, Meek, Elo, Brood, and Hirom.
They're literally named like the orcs from Warhammer 40k.
The Hulk gives the people of New York City 24 hours to evacuate the city before his battle with the remaining members of the Illuminati. From his ship, the Hulk displays the battered and beaten body of Black Bolt as an example of what he'll do to the entire planet if the Illuminati do not reveal themselves.
Okay, that's fucked up. He literally beats the shit out of this dude on the moon. He comes down, he's like, evacuate New York City, shows the corpse of this dude, and he's like, I'm gonna turn everyone else into this shit.
By the time the Hulk's presentation is finished, Iron Man is already in the air. He tries to take control of some of the satellites that were shut down by the Hulk. Unfortunately, the stone ship retakes control and shuts Iron Man out. While in space, Doctor Strange astral projects to Iron Man and tells him that his machines are useless against the Hulk.
Why?
The Hulk is angrier than he's ever been, which means that he's also stronger than.
Wait, so Doctor Strange and Iron Man, they were all part of this plan to put the Hulk on this other planet and sell him into slavery? Like, he was just too dangerous and they had no way to actually deal with him. So they just kind of fucking sold him into slavery, hoping that it's a problem that would just disappear at some point. Like, that is so cruel. Like, from their perspective, I understand the pragmatism. If Hulk goes mad, like, as you see, Hulk is really mad right now, and he is a fucking world threat. He is a threat to the entire planet right now. So, like, I totally see why they felt like they had to maybe do that. This is so sad.
He's ever been. Iron Man proposes that Doctor Strange uses magic to send Hulk away again, but Strange refuses. He doesn't want the Hulk to destroy another world and possibly come back stronger.
True! He's angry now. Imagine how angry he would be if you zip him a billion light years away. He keeps getting angrier and angrier. It'll just make it harder to actually deal with the problem ever. They're literally pushing off their problems and it's coming back to bite them.
The two depart and prepare for the Hulk in their own ways. Shortly after, Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic meet with Robert Reynolds, the Sentry.
Robert Reynolds. Okay.
Sentry is a superhero with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns and is often considered the strongest person in the Marvel Universe.
What? I never even heard of this guy. Dude, there are so many cool stories and heroes in the Marvel Universe, and they fucking adapt the She-Hulk? Are you kidding me?
The only thing holding the Sentry back is his inability to fully control his powers. If he were to lose control for even a moment, thousands of innocents could be killed. Iron Man
This dude's like Marvel Superman. Holy shit.
and Mr. Fantastic attempt to recruit the Sentry against the Hulk. In the past, the Sentry was able to calm the Hulk's anger and stop his rampages. Robert is hesitant to accept, but eventually decides to join them and turns into the Sentry.
God damn, they literally recruit wait, is that Venom?
New York, heroes like Spider-Man and She-Hulk evacuate the last of the civilians out of the city. Iron Man arrives in a new and improved Hulkbuster suit. At the same time, the Hulk descends from the stone ship. The two clash in the air.
He gave them all the time in the world to prepare for him. This is actually mind-boggling. So this takes place after the Civil War arc, so the heroes are already in disarray. Dude, you have Iron Man and his Hulkbuster. You got this Sentry fucker, all right, who's insanely overpowered. And apparently, you got Spider-Man, and you got Doctor Strange. This is like a whole ass squad.
Air, creating a shockwave that shatters glass and sends helicopters tumbling in the air. While they fight, Iron Man sends out a transmission confessing to firing the Hulk into space. Despite his mistakes, he's still determined to protect the people of Earth.
Oh my god, dude. It was all his fault. It was all Iron Man's fault. He thought he could solve the problem by just ejecting that guy into space.
Once they reach the ground,
that's insane. Like, from their perspective, I get the pragmatism. You don't want this green fucker just getting mad and destroying the planet. But on the other side of the coin, like, didn't he think that, like, the guy might come back madder?
the Hulk charges at Iron Man, but Tony counters with a rocket-powered punch straight to the stomach. The hit sends the Hulk flying through several buildings and into a park outside the city. Iron Man tells the people of Earth that he plans to end the fight now because he knows that Bruce Banner would want it that way.
Oh my god. Bruce Banner would want it that way if I just murder him. He would definitely prefer that.
He commands shield jets to fire multiple missiles at the Hulk. As he's engulfed in fire, the Hulk remembers his time with his wife and her death from the warp core explosion. Once the blast subsides, the Hulk is still standing in the crater and he's filled with rage. With a thunderous leap, the Hulk
oh my god, he thinks of his wife. And he was like, hot on that thing! Then clobber this bitch.
Launches himself at Iron Man. The two of them crash into the Avengers Tower. While in the building, the Hulk rains down a series of powerful punches on Iron Man that are so powerful that they collapse the entire structure.
Brother!
As the rest of the heroes rush towards the wreckage, only the Hulk is left standing. He roars into the night.
Dude, this is why you never enter a one-on-one. Why would Iron Man enter a one-on-one with this guy? If he loses, they're just out of dude. Oh my god.
With Iron Man's broken body lying behind him. But before we continue with World War Hulk, be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on to never miss an upload, and smash that like button for some Plot Armor comics today.
Alright, definitely check out Plot Armor comics. They're clearly doing good shit here. Alright, I will absorb all the lore, so subscribe to me as well.
World War Hulk number 2. In a different section of New York, Iron Fist tells Echo, Ronan, and Doctor Strange that Iron Man has lost to the Hulk. Echo suggests that Doctor Strange should use his immense magical powers to simply kill the Hulk, but Strange refuses. Doing so would cost him his soul, and he believes that there is another way. Doctor Strange is in the middle of casting a spell that would let him find a hero that can both defeat the Hulk and redeem him at the same time.
Oh shit.
In order for the spell to work, the Hulk
I feel like I gotta do Doctor Strange lore, because I feel like the movies bungled this man so badly.
has to allow Strange in, but his hate is preventing that. In the heart of New York, street-level heroes like Spider-Man and Luke Cage prepare to take on the Hulk, but
what are you gonna do against the Hulk, Spider-Man?
Before the battle can begin, the Warbound show up and defend their king. She-Hulk, the cousin of Bruce Banner, attempts to talk things out before it's too late.
I was told that She-Hulk is actually good in the comics, and it's only the show that was an absolute dumpster fire.
The Hulk tells her to walk away, but She-Hulk and the rest of the heroes stand their ground. Before anyone can react, the Hulk rushes his cousin with a punch that sends her reeling.
No! I'm stuck, step bro! My abdomen hurts, step bro!
She-Hulk lands a solid hit, but the Hulk quickly and easily
I blocked your punch with my face. Holy shit, this is not even close.
overpowers her. He viciously slams her to the ground, taking her out of the fight.
God damn, this guy's a fucking menace.
Hulk and his Warbound
He's just big and green. How on earth is he this strong?
engage with the rest of the heroes. Spider-Woman is the first to realize they're outmatched. The Hulk is much stronger than he was before.
They got married in one universe? Wait, Hulk married his cousin in one universe? Let's fucking go. Marvel lore, let's go.
And each of his Warbound is about as powerful as he was originally. Miss Marvel points out that they don't have to win, they just have to buy enough time for Mr. Fantastic. At the Baxter Building, the Fantastic Four, Storm, and Black Panther are all working on a device to take down the Hulk. The device is close to being finished, but
wow, the Hulk is such a crazy threat. It literally takes the entire army of superheroes to come together to kind of find a way to subdue him. And it hurts because he's not even a bad guy. He's just very angry.
Before it's done, Reed tries to get everyone to leave before the Hulk arrives. They all refuse and explain that it'll take all of their combined strength to even stand a chance against the Hulk.
That's crazy. I didn't realize he was such a big threat. Because in like Marvel movies, he's just a big green guy that never actually does anything aside from fight the generic green fucker.
In the distance, the Human Torch spots the Hulk and the Warbound approaching. Storm manages to stall the Hulk by throwing him into a building with a gust of wind. The heroes do their best to hold off the Warbound while Reed finishes his device. Storm and the Human Torch unleash their full power on the Hulk, completely eradicating a few of the surrounding buildings.
Oh my god.
Despite the damage to the area,
The dude is just indestructible. Oh my god, he just walks out of that.
the Hulk remains undefeated.
He's just man too angry to die, for real.
Dragging the Human Torch's body behind him. Seeing his friend in danger, the Thing jumps down to confront the Hulk.
Alright, that's not even gonna be close.
He lands a solid right hook on the Hulk, but he's unfazed. The remaining heroes and the Warbound watch as the two of the strongest people on Earth pummel one another. Eventually, the Hulk brings the Thing to his knees. He raises his fist to finish him off, but is interrupted by a bright golden light. The source of the light is the Sentry, who is finally
okay, Superman dude is here. Let's go.
arrived to end Hulk's rampage.
Golden Man.
The presence of the Sentry seems to put the Hulk in a trance.
All right.
As the Sentry descends, he offers his hand and the Hulk takes it.
Dude, who is... No. No! No! He's gonna clobber a beauty god.
Suddenly, he crushes the arm and reveals the truth. The Sentry has not yet arrived to save the day. The device that Reed was building was...
Oh my god, he really thought he would... Dude, he's like, oh, he's just an angry green man. We'll just fool him with a bright, glowing light.
mimicking his powers in an attempt to trick the Hulk. Enraged by yet another betrayal,
Dude, they keep tricking him and betraying him. Like, you absolute dingus. You complete flingus. This is not gonna work, brother.
Hulk tries to
You
smash
just keep making him angrier that all of his friends are stabbing him in the back.
Reed's face, but is stopped by one of the Invisible Woman's force fields.
Oh, nice.
She does her best to convince the Hulk to stop, but he tells her that if the situation was flipped, she would never stop. With incredible strength, he manages to break her shield and finally get his hands on Mr. Fantastic.
God damn.
Mercilessly, the Hulk beats Reed into the ground, leaving him stretched out and defeated. The Invisible Woman calls...
Oh my god, he blew his back out. He really had him all stretched out. He really stretched him out. God, that was one big, buff man stretching out another man. Anyway.
the real Sentry and tells him that they have failed. He is their only hope of surviving
and the Sentry's just sitting on his couch. No. Bro, please don't tell me this dude is like King from One Punch Man. He just doesn't fight
Hulk's wrath. In the streets of New York, a mob of civilians has formed in support of the Hulk. The Warbound and the Hulk have collected all the defeated heroes and brought...
Dude, this is fucked up. This is literally purely out of rage. Look, they're carrying them by their hair and dragging them and shit. Holy crap.
brought them to the center of the
Like, this is disrespectful as balls.
city. Rick Jones, one of Bruce Banner's oldest friends, emerges from the mob. Rick tries to find common ground with the Hulk, and it seems to be working until Doctor Strange interferes. This is the moment he's been
Every time.
waiting for. The moment when the Hulk would finally drop his guard and let him inside his mind. However, the Hulk's anger is far too strong for Strange to overcome. He manages to force the magician out of his mind and launches straight into another battle with more heroes.
It's crazy. Bro is literally too angry for anything. Like, this is unbelievable. This is why you don't trust doctors, bro. They'll just, oh, hey, it's my friend. Doctor tries to invade your brain. No one brain rapes the Hulk. Holy shit, bro is too angry for that. Like, dude, every fucking power in the universe crumbles before this dude's just being angry.
Led by Hercules. From a distance, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents observe the fight and hope that the heroes might win, but they've ordered a retreat. Over the comms, General Ross tells the agents that the heroes had their chance.
Heroes, you tried to bring in the nameless military men that are all going to die for America.
Arrived with the full force of the military.
That'll help. Yes,
World War Hulk
that'll definitely help, yeah.
Number 3. Soldiers inform General Ross that the Hulk has taken down the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. In addition to this, about 100 civilians remain in the city and they are cheering on the Hulk's destruction.
Oh my god, you got a couple of protesters, because, you know, people protest for anything these days. It's like, nah, fuck the rich guys. Hey, fuck the Illuminati. Go Hulk. Oh my god, dude.
General Ross
General Ross is like a big part of Hulk lore. Oh my god.
mentions how people never learn from the past. Every time the Hulk saves the Earth and is rewarded for his heroism, the next month he goes on another rampage. People always make excuses for the damage he's caused. General Ross's
Where's Thor? I feel like Thor could like go crazy here. They have a legit reason to protest. Everyone has a legit reason to protest. You don't understand. Everyone has a legit reason. There's always someone legitimately protesting some bullshit going on.
crew making excuses now. If the Hulk plans on threatening the planet, then Ross has a reward of his own to give him. From across the horizon, General Ross and an army of helicopters fly towards the Hulk. Each one is firing a Gatling gun, shooting hundreds of adamantium bullets directly at the Hulk. On the ground, soldiers force Rick Jones away from the
Ragnarok happened? Wait, this is after Thor died? Oh my god, Thor's already dead by now. Dude, Marvel, you piece of shit, can't kill off any characters, MCU, and then you have the comics actually doing some crazy shit.
conflict. They continue to add to the firepower, causing noticeable damage to the Hulk. Back in his hideout, Doctor Strange has found his opening. General Ross's assault on the Hulk has forced the door open, allowing Strange inside his mind.
Goddamn.
Strange sees and experiences all the same things as the Hulk, who is in the middle of attacking the helicopters. He launches himself into the air and
Dude, he's literally, in his mind, brainwashing him while Hulk is like on autopilot, destroying the US military.
pulls one of them out of the sky. As both the Hulk and the helicopter crash into the ground, he receives a vision from Doctor Strange. Inside the Hulk's mind, he appears to be back on Sakaar with a projection of Doctor Strange talking to him. Strange tries to explain the situation to him, but the Hulk just tries to fight the projection. In the real world, the soldiers observe the Hulk punching the air wildly. General Ross calls in the full power of the military. Tanks and even more helicopters all fire upon the Hulk, who takes the attacks head on. Hulk does his best to try and force Strange out of his head, but nothing works. Strange reminds the Hulk that he's the Sorcerer Supreme and that he's capable of killing him with a single twitch of his finger.
At the cost of his soul? That's some bullshit.
Despite his immense power, Strange is still Bruce's friend and doesn't want to hurt him. When he asks to see his true face, the Hulk accepts. For the first time in a long time, the Hulk is gone and only Bruce Banner remains.
Hey, success. Now kill him. No, I'm kidding.
Bruce
Unless.
collapses to his knees while he remembers his life with Kyra on Sakaar. Doctor Strange tries to explain to Bruce that the Illuminati had nothing to do with the warp core explosion, but Bruce tells him to go away.
Don't worry, the Illuminati had nothing to do with the conspiracy theory. Yeah, sure.
Strange makes himself physical in Bruce's mind and tries to comfort his friend.
No! If he fell for some Hulk trap, that would be fucked up. Don't turn into the Hulk and beat him up now that he's physical in his mind.
Bruce takes hold of the magician's hands and suddenly transforms back into the Hulk.
Dude, it was too obvious. It was too obvious. No, oh my god. He's just an angry dude.
Without warning, he breaks both of Doctor Strange's hands, forcibly removing him from the Hulk's mind. Meanwhile, in the real world, the Warbound have survived.
Bye-bye hands. Holy shit, dude is fucking crazy. He won a mental battle. The Hulk won a mental battle against the Sorcerer Supreme.
Rounded the Hulk and are protecting him from the military's assault. Now that he's done with Doctor Strange, the Hulk is back in action and ready to fight. He jumps onto the tanks and
the crazy thing is, while he was like completely incapacitated, talking to Doctor Strange in his mind for like 20 minutes, they still couldn't do anything to this guy.
Easily starts tearing them apart. The Hulk hurls the cannon of one of the tanks at a helicopter, causing it to plummet to the ground.
Hulk isn't stupid. He's just angry. It's not the same thing. He's like just pure anger.
The soldiers on the ground fire at the Hulk with their weapons, but he drops them all with a single seismic clap. Only the helicopter that General Ross is in currently remains. He uses the minigun attachment to rain down bullets on the Hulk, but it's all useless. The Hulk leaps into the
good shit. End this man. Eat his ass. Eat his ass.
Air and pulls Ross directly out of the helicopter.
Good shit.
As the two of them fall, Ross pulls out a handgun and and fires directly into the Hulk's face. He tells the Hulk that no matter what he does, they'll continue to come after him until they finally manage to kill him. General Ross and the Hulk ultimately collide with the ground with a resounding boom.
Alright, so General Ross is dead now, right? We're done with this bitch.
At the White House, Maria Hill of S.H.I.E.L.D. informs the president that General Ross has failed and that there is only one option left. Nuclear weapons would only make the Hulk stronger from the radiation he would absorb. Their only hope of stopping the Hulk is now the Sentry.
Oh my god, nukes. I didn't even realize that. I know that he's, the radiation is what made Hulk a fucking menace. But I had no idea nukes make him stronger because of the radiation. Like, that is a entire level of bullshit that I didn't even expect. But it's kind of wild to think that just a regular guy exposed to radiation is stronger than, like, gods. I did a Marvel timeline deep dive, so I know a lot about, like, the different levels of gods in this world. But to think that Hulk is this powerful, it's insane.
In order to convince the Sentry to help,
Like, you have fucking Galactus and shit.
a script has been prepared for the president to read. The Sentry suffers from agoraphobia and schizophrenia. This makes him terrified of himself and going into the outside world.
Understandable.
As the president reads from the script, we see Doctor Strange and Wong attempting to heal his hands. The defeated heroes have all been placed in cages.
My fucking god. Yo! What is going on? Brother, dude. They put the heroes they defeated in cages and tied them up and shit. Dude, this is like Viva la Resistance. This is some Hassan Piker shit. Bro, Hulk is like an actual terrorist right now. Oh my god, that's so savage.
The president becomes frustrated that the Sentry is not responding to him, so he starts to go off script. He starts insulting the Sentry, but still doesn't react.
Oh no, this is gonna make it worse, isn't it?
The president ends the call by acknowledging that they're all screwed. Back in New York, the night has finally ended and the Hulk's army has captured all of the military, including General Ross.
How is General Ross not dead?
At Madison Square Garden, the Hulk and Korg have a conversation. Korg notes that the Illuminati deserve whatever pain and suffering is coming their way, but the Hulk still has the option of stopping now. Everyone on Earth knows that the Illuminati are the real monsters now.
Really? How on earth did they convince everyone on Earth?
Hulk's only response is to open up the stadium and show Korg the civilians cheering for him. He tells Korg that the people understand. Never stop making them pay.
Oh my fucking god. He actually became like a fucking terrorist.
In a different part of the city, Rick Jones tries to warn Doctor Strange that the Hulk is coming, but Elo and Hiram find him. Hiram realizes that Strange's hideout is warded with magic that disguises it with illusions. As he removes the illusions, Iron Fist, Ronan, and Echo charge out to fight the members of the Warbound. The heroes put up a good fight, but the Warbound easily
The heroes put up a good fight. Then they just show the image of the dude's sword shattering on her arm. What a good fight they put up.
overpower them. Elo implants obedience discs inside the defeated hero and marches them back to the arena. Hiram stays behind to collect Doctor Strange. Rick tries to convince Hiram that what they're doing is wrong. Hiram admits that their actions are evil and that the Warbound will have to pay for their rage later.
So it's like, yes, we know we're terrorists, and we know we're gonna have to pay for our terrorism, but these guys fucking suck, so fuck them. El Bozo.
But the people of Earth will pay for theirs first. Hiram uses his Shadow Priest magic to burn through the spells protecting Doctor Strange and Wong inside their hideout. Doctor Strange warns Wong that they don't have time to heal his hands. Without the use of his hands, Strange has no means of stopping Hiram, let alone dealing with the Hulk.
Dude.
Strange is becoming desperate and asks Wong for their last resort.
No
From inside a
shot.
special box, Doctor Strange retrieves a
Is
magic
he gonna like sacrifice his soul?
potion. As he drinks the potion, he commands a being named Zom to live once more. Just as he finishes consuming the potion, Hiram finds him. Back in Madison Square Garden, a throne made of debris and rubble has been erected for the Hulk. From his throne, Hulk watches as Rick and his ally Meek argue over the morality of Hulk's actions. Meek ends by explaining that the Warbound are simply doing what they're made for and that the Hulk is the world breaker. At that moment,
How is that an explanation? explanation.
moment, Hirom is thrown into the arena, bruised and beaten. Suddenly, a demonic version of Doctor Strange appears. He towers over the Hulk and is practically bursting with magical power.
Does he have no arms? Where are his hands?
His broken hands have been replaced with spike maces. This new Doctor Strange only wants to do one thing: smash. World War Hulk number 4. Inside a helicopter flying over Madison Square Garden, the president watches the battle between Doctor Strange and the Hulk. An aide informs the president that Strange is channeling the powers of an extra-dimensional demon called
Classic Strange.
Zom. New York has become hell on Earth.
Dude, why did he think this was a good idea? Is it really better? Is it really better for, like, society if he just becomes Zom instead of letting Hulk win? Okay, let's just use some brain farts right now. Let's say Doctor Strange beats the Hulk as Zom. Now you got Zom destroying the world as an interdimensional demon. I feel like this did not solve any problems. And even more importantly, how does he wipe his ass? Bro, he replaced his hands with spiked maces. Next time he takes a shit, he is going to regret that. God damn.
Doctor Strange attempts to crush Hirom, but he jumps out of the way at the very last moment. Hirom attempts to fight off Strange once again while telling him that he's lost control of the demon possessing him. In his attempt to save the people of Earth from the Hulk, Strange might have turned himself into the very thing that destroys them. The spikes on Strange's hand stab.
You know the biggest weakness of the Illuminati? Oh no, it's not the Hulk. It's accountability. Thank you, Chad, for pointing that out.
Hirom through his arms, allowing him to strike. As Hirom goes down, the rest of the Warbound join the fight. None of them can land a hit on Strange, including the Hulk. Strange pierces Hulk through the stomach and uppercuts him straight through the arena.
Dude got punched with a spiked mace. Oh, bro, look at how savage this is.
The Hulk lands.
So the main bad guy of World War Hulk isn't even the terrorist Hulk. It's just Zom.
Next to a group of civilians arguing with the police and firefighters. He's not even given a moment of rest when Strange is on him once again. A barrage of attacks is unleashed.
Dude, can you imagine getting fisted by Zom? Like, I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. But now I am thinking about it. I have a problem.
On the Hulk, who can only lie there and take the abuse.
God, he's just lying there and taking back shots. Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough, I guess.
Strange kicks his enemy into a building, causing a portion of the wall to collapse on top of the civilians. This causes Strange to snap out of his trance and regain control of his body. He quickly starts to remove the rubble and reveals that the Hulk protected the people from harm. Strange apologizes for the danger he put them in. The anger and power coursing through him are almost impossible for him to control. The Hulk decides to give Strange a lesson on anger. With a single punch, he launches Strange straight into a car in...
No! It's always bullshit. The Hulk wins every fight right now with this bullshit. No. I have become what I've sworn to destroy. And then Hulk is like, yes. And then punches him.
Into another building. Right. The Hulk dishes out a flurry of punches on the magician that is only stopped by Rick's interference. Rick points out that Hulk was acting like a hero when he saved those people and that he is still Bruce Banner deep inside.
You are a
the
hero,
Hulk stares at Rick for a moment before punching Strange in the face one more.
He looks at him with empathy. You're right, he says. Then he punches him in the face again.
More time in throwing him to Meek. He tells Rick that Hulk isn't Banner, but that Banner is the Hulk. Meek implants an obedience disc on Strange and drags him back to Madison Square Garden. In the arena, all of the captured heroes have been implanted with obedience discs, preventing them from helping the Illuminati. Reed tries to explain once again that they are not responsible for the warp core explosion, but is interrupted by Illo triggering the disc. Different civilians step onto the stage and talk about how each of the Illuminati was responsible for the deaths of their loved ones. The Illuminati are forced to listen and aren't allowed to explain themselves or prove their innocence. The whole
innocence proves nothing! God, I fucking love they're like exterminatusing these bitches. They sit down. Any plea of innocence is guilty of wasting my time. Like, this is an actual terrorist trial.
Hulk unleashes a horrific monster from Sakaar and forces the Illuminati to fight for their lives. They've all been weakened in some way, making the fight much harder than it would be normally.
Bro, don't like it, do you? It's not fair. Not the whole story. You have excuses, explanations. You're innocent. These people don't know what really happened. They don't know what's in your heart.
The obedience disc is preventing Tony from summoning his armor. Doctor Strange's broken hands prevent him from casting spells. Black Bolt's mouth is covered, and Mr. Fantastic is heavily injured from his fight with the Hulk. Despite their weakened state, the four heroes work together and manage to slay the beast without losing their...
That's so fucked up. Then he takes these people that were the Illuminati, all right? Like, these were the governing forces of society. Takes all their power, strips all their status, and now makes them fight a monster. Like, this is so fucking dark.
their lives. Even though they've won against the monster, their fight isn't over yet. The Hulk explains how
Because they can keep doing that forever.
he was forced to fight and kill other slaves while on Sakaar. Now the Illuminati are going to be made to do the same.
Oh my god! This is so dark. Hulk is just like having his vindication moment. Like, most terrorism does stem from some sort of oppression in one way or another, right? Like, this is like such an insane look into the mind of someone that was wronged and now is taking this to an extreme to wrong the people that wronged him.
Elo uses the obedience discs to force the Illuminati to pick up their weapons and fight one another. They try to resist, but Hiram points out that even the Silver Surfer wasn't able to fight off the obedience disc. In Vermont, the military surrounds the home of the Sentry, trying to come up with a
The Sentry's still fucking sitting on his couch masturbating. Here's some shit. Watching Mr. Beast drama on YouTube.
plan to convince him to help. For the past 29 hours, he's done nothing but stand in the doorway of his house. While the president and military discuss options, the Sentry remembers his previous conversation with Iron Man. The Sentry explains to Tony that he's too scared to fight the Hulk. If he were to lose control of his powers for even a millisecond while fighting the Hulk, hundreds of people could die.
God damn.
Tony admits that he's scared too, but sometimes when the stakes are high, it's better to do something rather than nothing. He ends by telling the Sentry that it's time to play God.
God damn! Alright, so I don't know anything about the Sentry, so I am very excited to see this man in action.
Back in the arena, the Illuminati are still fighting one another to the death. Doctor Strange sets both himself and Black Bolt on fire. Mr. Fantastic attacks Tony with a mace, but he only blocks and bides his time. Tony uses his powers to take control of one of the Death's Head's guards and fires a blast at the Hulk. Unfortunately, Hulk dodges it effortlessly and Elo regains control of the robot.
Good try. Good try, bro. Good attempt. Yeah, you fought the Hulk at full power and couldn't get him. You think, mind controlling a little robot is gonna do it?
Mr. Fantastic finally gets through Tony's shield and knocks him out. Reed is forced to lift his mace and prepare to finish Tony off.
Oh my God.
Everyone in the crowd waits for Hulk's decision. Thumbs up, Tony gets to live.
Bro, this is real gladiator shit.
Thumbs down, he dies. The anticipation builds until the Hulk finally decides. Thumbs down. At the same time, the Sentry finally decides to act.
Is he still not, he's not evil. There's still good in him.
Act.
Or whatever. Dude, this is insane.
As he flies off, he says that it's time to play God. World War Hulk number
Alright, so number 5 is Sentry versus Hulk. Holy shit.
5. The remaining Fantastic Four scream for the Hulk to stop before things get out of hand, but he refuses. With everything he has,
No, honestly, fuck him. He's gone too far. It's time to kill him. I'm sorry. Who knows how many people died? No one died because it's comics. Get the frick out of here, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm Team Sentry. Fuck the Hulk. I know that the Illuminati is bullshit and having these super overpowered, in control pieces of shit. Like, I hate them too. I hate the society and all that. I'm sorry, Bruce. Fuck him. Fuck him. He's an actual threat to normal civilization. He's a terrorist. End him. But what a fantastic introspection.
as Reed tries to stop himself from killing Tony, but the obedience disc is starting to overpower him. The Hulk reminds Reed that he's already killed one world. Why stop now? Eventually, the disc wins out and Reed brings the mace down.
No!
As the dust clears, it's revealed that the mace smashed into the ground instead of Tony's head.
Let's
At first,
go.
Reed thinks that Tony was able to hack the disc, but it was actually the Hulk. Meek wonders why the Hulk allowed the Illuminati to live.
Dude, this Meek guy is a bitch.
He explains that they came for justice, not murder. The Hulk and his Warbound have yet to kill a single person on Earth, and they don't plan to.
They haven't killed a single person on Earth. Remember this, puny humans. We just came for justice, not murder. So no one on your planet has died by our hands, and no one will. Bro, they were blowing up rockets and helicopters. They tortured people. Oh my god, bro. You're telling me Meek didn't kill a soldier?
Warbound
Forget the property damage. You know how many innocent people's homes you destroyed?
have yet to kill a single
That's some bullshit.
person on Earth, man.
All right, let's go. Moral terrorism. That's what we all wanted today.
They don't plan to. Their only goal was to make sure that the people of Earth would never forget what the Illuminati really are. Liars, traitors, and killers.
Bro, this is just like the biggest exposed video of all times. Yes, we destroyed all of Manhattan. No civilians died on purpose, at least. We tortured some of you, but goddamn was it worth it.
Hulk reveals that the last part of his plan is to level the entire city before leaving the planet.
Nice.
Tony warns him that this is the Hulk's last chance to surrender. Without warning, the stone ship explodes and crashes into
Wait, where's Sentry guy? Where's he?
the arena. From the rubble, the Sentry
Oh, never mind.
erupts and greets his old friend. With a single blast of his incredible power, he destroys Madison Square Garden and several other buildings
But don't worry, nobody died. It's all good.
too. Hulk and some of his Warbound are caught in the blast and are launched clear of the arena. As the Hulk pulls himself from the debris, he asks if the Sentry truly wants this fight.
God damn.
The Sentry tells him that he does because the
Yes, God help me, I do. Because you're the only one I can hit! Oh my god! He's so overpowered, the only person he could fight is the Hulk.
Hulk is the only person that can hit with his full power.
Damn.
With an explosive uppercut, the Sentry sends the Hulk into the air and through a couple of buildings. Back in Madison Square Garden, the Thing, Korg, and Mr. Fantastic hold up the ceiling, preventing it from crushing the people inside. The Hulk tells all of them that whatever happens next is on their heads. The Sentry and the Hulk collide and produce a shockwave that obliterates the building they're inside. Every punch that the Hulk lands on the Sentry only seems to make him happier. When the Sentry finally unleashes his own assault, the excess energy
This is insane. I didn't even know this Sentry was this broken.
destroys multiple city blocks. Both the heroes and the Warbound realize that the Sentry has lost control of his power.
No! Oh man, oh man.
Even if he's unable to kill the Hulk, most likely he'll still kill everything else on the planet. The Hulk comes rocketing back into the remains of the arena, engulfed in a fireball. The Sentry floats above him, surrounding himself in a massive firestorm. Hirom and Korg attempt to help the Hulk, but
Alright, Hirom and Korg, get out of
they're
here.
useless against his powers. Reed tells Tony that with the stone ship down, he should be able to access the satellites again. The Warbound helps protect the heroes against the Sentry's power.
Oh shit.
They claim that they didn't come here to watch another world die. Within the firestorm, the Hulk takes a hold of Sentry's energy and leaps into the air to
He grabbed energy! What the fuck?
meet him. The Sentry asks him if it always felt good when he finally let go. Hulk takes the full brunt of each of the Sentry's attacks without backing down,
Okay, what
even
the
as
fuck?
his armor is ripped from his body. The Sentry mentions how funny it is after years of stopping the Hulk's rampages, it's him that can't stop now. As they struggle against one another, the firestorm continues to expand and consume more of the city. The Hulk
Dog.
starts to absorb the Sentry's energy and grows more powerful. He tells him that it doesn't matter what the people call him, it only matters what you choose.
Listen, they can call you whatever you want. Some call you a savior, some call you a destroyer. But it's what you choose that matters. I decided to be a nice guy. But you blew up Manhattan!
Both godlike beings strike each other and create an explosion bright enough to outshine the sun.
Oh my
As
God.
the blast subsides, the Hulk reverts to Bruce Banner and the Sentry turns back into Robert Reynolds. Both men are bruised and bloody, but in the end, Robert thanks Bruce and then falls unconscious. As the heroes approach,
Dude, so Bruce Banner beat Sentry. He actually won.
Bruce, he offers his hand to Rick Jones, who gladly welcomes him home. Meek suddenly rushes forward with a
Not this meek piece of shit.
spear, shouting for the Hulk to come back. Rick pushes Bruce out of the way and is run through with Meek's spear.
Oh my god. He kills his best friend.
Bruce races toward Rick and sees him bleeding out on the floor. Meek can only see the anger building in Bruce and cheers with excitement. He gets his wish as the Hulk returns and sends Meek flying. Korg and Hirom try to hold him back and remind him that the Warbound stand together, but they're no match for his strength.
But the Warbound stand together! And he proceeds to beat the shit out of the rest of the Warbound. Yeah.
With savage aggression, the Hulk stomps on Meek's body and starts to rip
he kills him. Oh, he's very dead.
apart his exoskeleton.
Oh, he's very... Oh, he rips him to shreds. Okay, all right. Yeah, nice.
Even as he's being beaten to death, Meek tells
The MCU made Meek a good guy.
the Hulk not to stop. Ultimately, he reveals the truth about what happened on Sakaar. Meek noticed that the Hulk had forgotten his rage and hate when he fell in love with his wife.
No! He blew up the ship! No. That is the worst shit in the world.
Instead of slaughtering the Red King's soldiers when Hulk became king, he tried to achieve peace. The Red King's former soldiers attempted to kill the Hulk by loading a faulty warp core into his shuttle.
Oh.
Meek saw this and allowed it to happen because he knew that it would remind Hulk
Okay, so he didn't do it. He was just complicit. He just knew it was going to happen and didn't tell him.
of his anger. This revelation is enough to even make Brood lash out at Meek. 1 million children and other innocents were murdered, all because Meek wanted to bring out the World Breaker. Meek's insane plot worked because this news pushed the Hulk past the breaking point.
Oh, shit.
Waves of gamma radiation come flying out of his body.
God, no.
The buildings all throughout New
He actually succeeded. Meek actually succeeded.
York begin
This is like the classic terrorist. This Meek guy.
to crumble.
It's like, he doesn't care what he does to the people he actually cares about, whatever, as long as the message gets out. Like classic terrorism. I am so surprised that they even wrote a story like this. And now, like, you could almost... They're almost giving Hulk a redemption arc, in a way, after what he did. And he doesn't deserve a redemption arc, to be honest.
He swears to hate the Illuminati forever because they started all of this. Even though he...
No! Dude, you cannot blame the Illuminati. This is like, anytime something bad happens, you blame society, and you fucking take it out on politicians and shit. No!
He hates the heroes with everything he has. The Hulk hates himself more. Each step that he takes creates massive earthquakes that rock the entire eastern seaboard.
Oh, God.
The Hulk has reached a point where he could potentially destroy the planet. Even though he wants to, he can't control his rage any longer. He begs the heroes to stop him before he breaks the world.
God
Tony
damn.
finally regains control of the satellites and uses them to target an orbital strike directly on the Hulk. The strike hits and generates even more power than the Hulk's fight with the Sentry. As the Hulk endures the full force of the orbital strike, he is once again reminded of his last moments with his wife. When the blast finally ends, the Hulk is gone and only Bruce Banner remains. He is alive but no longer has the energy or will to fight. All his anger had been depleted, and now what remains is only grief. Without complaint, Bruce is sealed inside a metal coffin and shipped off by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, good shit. Honestly, good shit. I'm glad that they didn't just, like, say, you are redeemed, friend. No. Bro doesn't get the redemption arc. There are some things that don't deserve redemption.
The Warbound are all...
It's like you can almost understand his perspective, right? You understand the perspective that he had as he went through this whole shit. Like, he was wronged. He was genuinely so wronged. But what he did was, unfortunately, indefensible and evil. And now he's in the government's basement.
also arrested as Robert receives medical attention for his injuries. The Illuminati stand alone, filled with shame for the destruction that they are responsible for.
They are not responsible for this. They're responsible for a lot of shit, okay? Society is at fault for lots of evil, heinous shit. This destruction is not their fault, okay? Like, what? Oh my god. They are totally responsible, are they? Are they responsible that the Red King blew up Hulk's warp core and now, and Hulk actually came down here and flattened an entire city? Are they responsible? I don't think so. I do think they absolutely make mistakes. I do think that they absolutely deserve reprimandation, but this is not their fault. They're the ones who shipped Hulk to that planet. Well, they launched Hulk somewhere. They didn't know where he was gonna go. Hulk was a threat. Obviously, Hulk was a threat, because if he gets angry enough, he'll break the planet. I don't know.
Bruce is moved to a secret underground prison in the Mojave Desert. Now that he's alone, he can finally rest. The Worldbreaker's rampage has ended, but on Sakaar, in the toxic wasteland, something is born and it carries the Hulk's rage.
What the fuck?
But that, dear viewer, is a story for another time.
What? Is that Hulk's baby? Is that evil Hulk? Hulk's anger manifestation? What the? All right, well, anyway, I guess maybe we'll dive into that later. This was a really good story, I think, honestly. I wasn't sold on it for like the first couple of minutes. That's his son, Sakaar. Nice. I wasn't sold on this for the first couple of minutes, but to be honest, I really warmed up to it towards the end. I really like the philosophical dilemma of who is at fault. Obviously, everyone's at fault, but of who did wrong, who is evil, who's to blame. What actions are justified and what actions are just never justified. Like, it's a really interesting perspective because you can definitely see why this is the Illuminati that caused this shit. And you can definitely see why, despite the fact that they did cause it, Hulk's actions were completely indefensible. Despite the fact that you could sort of see where he's coming from. Then Meek is just, Meek, whatever his name is, a fucking piece of shit, bug dude. That guy is fuck. But this was a really good story. All right, I'm glad we did this lore dive. 10,000 likes for the next lore dive. Let me know. Stay weird, babe. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, babe.